Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Remember Roblox. Let's talk about how Roblox had 150 million users in a month. Seeds of an idea. Before Roblox, there was Knowledge Revolution, a company that made teaching software. While designed to allow students to simulate physics experiments, perhaps predictably, they also treated it like a game. The fun seemed to be in building your own experiments, says Bazuki. When people were playing it and we went into schools and labs, they were all making car crashes and buildings fall down, making really funny stuff. Provided with a sandbox, kids just didn't make dry experiments about mass or velocity. They made games or experiences they could show off to friends for a laugh. Knowledge Revolution was founded in 1989 by Dave Bazuki and his brother Greg, who didn't later co-found Roblox but is now on its board. Nearly a decade later, it was acquired for $20 million by MSC Software, which made professional simulation tools. Dave continued there for another 4 years before leaving to become an angel investor. Bazuki put money into Friendster, a company that predated Facebook and MySpace in the social networking category. That investment seeded another piece of the idea for Roblox. Taken together, the legacy of Knowledge Revolution and Friendster were the two key components under grinding Roblox. A physics sandbox with strong creation tools and a social graph. Bazuki himself was a third piece of the puzzle, part of an older set of entrepreneurs which might be called the Steve Jobs generation. Bazuki's archetype seems closer to Mr. Rogers than Jobs himself, unfailingly polite and enthusiastic, never claiming superior insight and preferring to pass credit for his accomplishments on to others. In conversation, he shows interest both central and tangential to Roblox, like virtual environments, games, education, digital identity, and the future of tech. Somewhere in this heady mix, the idea of Roblox is about. New opportunities in gaming are still coming. The game industry is infamously cyclical. New platforms emerge, becoming promising, then get overcrowded and competitive. Usually this cycle relates to hardware or massive changes in consumer behavior, but Roblox, a pure software play, shows that exceptions could exist. It's still early days. Roblox reported that it paid out $30 million to game developers in 2017, doubling to $60 million in 2018. Developers receive a quarter of the revenue made from their games, with another quarter covering payment processing and another quarter covering cloud hosting. Its top 10 developers made about $3 million on average each. When a new platform appears, it's usually found by amateur developers first. That's certainly the case with Roblox. Its successes are being created almost exclusively by first-time game developers in their teens and 20s. At some point, professional developers are likely to conclude they can at least do as well. The current market is particularly exciting because many games are fairly simple and lightweight. Recent breakout hits like Camping 2 and Weightlifting Simulator 3 are significantly smaller than comparable games on other platforms.
We're going to watch them inside of games. I'm really curious to see what some of these videos look like. Some of them would be perfect for horror games, like these TV static errors and those glitches and that sort of thing.
Patience can create amazing growth cycles. It took Roblox 15 years to grow to its current point, but most of that growth is recent. As seen in the chart above, Roblox experienced 10 times growth in about 3 years, from 9 million users in February 2016 to 19 million in April 2019. So what went into the decade or so during which Roblox was a much smaller platform? As we tell in the origin story, a great deal of work and very little paid promotion. In its early years, Roblox did buy users to seed a user base while it worked on an impossibly large vision that included a game engine, platform, social features, a creator community, and its own games. But after a few years, it stopped buying users. All of its growth had been organic. That's from two main sources, word of mouth and YouTube users who watch one of the many Roblox streamers. Of course, any company can try to do the same, but Roblox had the patience to build a unique product, one which took years of work to even reach partial completion. The key to it all was long-term adherence to a long-term goal, the creation of a new category which it calls human experience. Today, Roblox still can't be called part of a new category, it's a game platform, but with more years of work, it may eventually get there. Who will pay out $250 million to developers in 2020? Gaming platform Roblox, which has seen a surge of use due to the coronavirus pandemic, now has over 150 million active users, up from 115 million it announced in February before the US's shelter-in-place orders went into effect. The company also said its developer community is on pace to earn over $250 million in 2020, up from the $110 million they earned last year. These metrics and other company news were announced over the weekend at RDC, Roblox's annual developer conference that was held virtually for the first time because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Roblox, to be clear, doesn't build the games that run on this platform. Instead, offers a platform for developers to build upon, similar to the App Store. Many of its most popular games are free, monetizing as players spend on in-game items using virtual cash called Robux. Some of the company's larger individual games before the pandemic would average over 10 million monthly users. And over 10 games as of February claimed more than 1 billion total visits. In total, there are now 345,000 developers on the Roblox platform who are monetizing their games, and over half of Robux being spent in catalog is now being spent on user-generated content, UGC items, in less than 12 months after the UGC catalog program began. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.